Hello, let's see, am I on here? We got a light flicker going on. All right, hello everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are at in the world. Welcome. Let me fix Mr. Yoga Dude over here. Welcome. Okay, so we will be taking questions for the next about 50-ish minutes. If I finish the questions before that, then I will end the live anyways. Welcome all. Mason Joseph 80, thank you. What is your question? Can you drop it down in the chat below? When you do click on the super chat, you will see there is a little dollar symbol there. You click on super chat and put your question into your super chat, so I don't have to look around for it. But welcome everybody. I'm gonna start it off and get a Divine Masters oracle to start it off, just to see what Divine Master is with me and the rest of you who are joining this live, whether you're just here to hang out or you're here to ask a question. All are welcome. Now, I do have a couple YouTube channels, and I did tell my other channel I'll be going live. So, we might get some other zodiac signs up in this live. Leos, I know y'all are very amazing and welcoming. So if you see that happening, that's because the other people on my channel are coming over here if they want to ask a question. Yeah, so you'll see the dollar sign down below. Click on it, and then it's $10 per question. I do have a limit to questions per person, and please put your question in there so I can see what your question is. So, Mason Joseph 80, I need your question whenever you're ready. And let's get started. So we're going to get a Divine Masters oracle for everybody on here. See what's going on. Who's with us for this live. I haven't used this deck in a while. Yes, Karen, anything under 10 is considered a donation. So if you do have a question, re-super chat and put it in there. All right, so let's get started and get our Divine Master that's with us for this live, and then I will get to the questions. Still waiting on you, Mason Joseph 80. Okay, guys, keep in mind also one question, $10 per one question. So please make sure you have that in there, and let's get started with our Divine Master, who is here with us all. And we got Serapis Bay with Paradigm Shift, activation to grow and make the necessary change. I feel like this is the perfect one to come through, especially since you will definitely be experiencing a paradigm shift as Jupiter moves into Leo around this time. So that is very amazing to see. Yes, Karen, I do see you here. Please make sure to put your question into your super chat, or at least into the chat right underneath, so I can find and match it as best as possible. Okay, so Serapis Bay has come through as our Divine Master. Let's see what he has for us, and then I'll get to the questions. So we have Serapis Bay as a Divine Master who is responsible for helping those on Earth move through the process of ascension, which isn't about transcending the body, but fully aligning soul, mind, and body to transcend all earthly limitations. He is a divine being who, according to the Ascended Master's teaching, was a priest or a spiritual practitioner during the time of Atlantis. And like many of the spiritually aware Atlanteans who were consciously living connected to source, he fled the land before it was hit by cataclysm and went to Egypt, where it is said he chose to incarnate several times as a priest. In one of those incarnations, he believed to have unified the Greeks and the Egyptians in harmony and peace. To illustrate this, he was depicted as Greek in appearance, but with an Egyptian headdress and breastplate. Yes, I see. A temple of Serpis is mentioned in historical texts dating back to 323 BCE. This powerful guide now assists those on Earth willing to move beyond stagnant ways of doing things and into a more enlightened way of living. He is the master for a new age. All right, Leo, you got some things to do in ushering the new age. So your message with Serpis Bay is now is the time for change. And that's crazy because your weekend reading, if y'all didn't watch that already, your weekend reading, y'all got, I think, like 7 5s. Maybe I would say more than 7 5s. And now Serpis Bay giving you the paradigm shift and saying it's time for change. This isn't a call to discard traditions, but to reflect on what has been learned and how things can grow. You are being invited to move things forward rather than resist the changes taking place. The universe is encouraging you to know that if you do resist change, when it does come, it might be more difficult for you to adapt to it. So don't hide or run from it. Meet it with grace. Your energy is being activated now. This means that the gifts and the knowledge that have been locked within you are rising to the surface. Your ideas, beliefs, and trajectory are changing, which means changes will unfold around you. If you meet with resistance as you chart your new course, it's important to stay aligned with where you are going and what you are creating, rather than being pulled back into the old. You are here to evolve. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Serpis Bay, for being a part of this live. And let's get started with your questions here. All right, Mason Joseph 80 am I refinancing my home? Are you going to close this week? The more specialist said it will happen this week, but I've been waiting. Do. Okay. Mason Joseph, you wrote 2 questions in the chat, but I only have 1 super chat question for you. So, or 1 super chat for you. So which one do you want answered? The one about your home or the one about your love life? Everyone, please try to put your questions into the super chat so I don't have to look for them in the chat itself. Karen, is your soulmate coming in or coming back? All right, so I'm going to jump to Karen. Is their soulmate coming in or coming back? This is for Karen. You have a flyer with the Ace of Swords. That's a yes right away. But my intention is to do 3 card spreads for these questions. So let me just see what you got. Else with it, Ace of Swords is a definite yes. You have the 9 of Swords and you have the Emperor. Yes, Karen, your question is your soulmate coming in or coming back? Yes, they are. You want some time energy, I would say, within the next like 4 to 9 months from now. Aces could signify it could come in quicker than that. Thank you, Karen. The one about my home. All right, Mason Joseph will. Mason Joseph's home. What was it again? Let me see. I want to ask specifically. Is Mason Joseph home going to close this week? Is it going to happen this week for Mason Joseph? Please show me. Thank you. All right, is it going to close this week? You have the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers. Yes. I would say it could be maybe like towards the end of the week per se. King of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles. It looks like it's definitely going to happen, but I'm getting end of week sort of past the week. So I'm going to say possibly within the next 4 weeks. Because you're getting a yes, it's definitely going to close. But I'm not really seeing like an exact like 7-day time frame here. I would say at least within the next 4 weeks, it will close. For you, Mason Joseph, thank you for being here and for watching. Please put your questions into the super chat where you click on it, everyone. Thank you so much. Next up is Magnetic Magic 333. What will my gem do next in regard to us? What is she feeling? All right. This is for Magnetic 333. All right, let's see. Judgment, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. So your Gemini definitely has feelings of reconnection, coming back together in your energy. It looks like they want to spend more quality time together with you. And they also do want you to heal some past things, either on your end in between the two of you or on their end in general. I definitely feel like your Gemini looks like they want to move forward. That's what they're doing next. They definitely look like they want to spend physical time with you. And they're feeling that call to your energy and your presence. The Moon, the Magician, and the 2 of Wands. They're like anticipating some type of like being together energy between the two of you. But the Judgment to the Moon shows me that your Gemini could have like an interesting way of showing their feelings, or they could be showing their feelings in a way of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like indirect, where your Gemini may have a way of them showing their feelings that is more or less like their love language, maybe opposed to what your love language is. But the Fool and the 5 of Pentacles, so the Queen of Wands, I get them like missing your energy, like your physical presence. So that's definitely the strongest feeling I'm getting from them. But it also does look like they are wanting to put in action, attention, and energy into getting that from you or planning that for the future. Thank you, Magnetic Magic 333. Sandy Reyes. Hello, Sandy. Welcome. What can I do extra to have extra income coming in? Oh, this is a fun question. If I do feel like I have an oracle deck that can match your question very well, I will grab it and add it to what I see here. Sandy, you have one of those questions. So let me see, since you have a very specific question, what can Sandy do? There you go. What can they do extra to have extra income coming in? And your answer is shift. Take your career in a totally different direction, or have the courage to change course. Continue to grow, change, and learn. If you feel like you have gone to the end of the route where you cannot continue, it is time for you to shift. So if you can shift what you're doing in a way, shape, or form, have the courage to maybe step into a new skill or learning, that could be something beneficial. Let's see what the tarot has for you, Sandy. 2 of Swords, 7 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. So they're already showing me there are other possibilities for you to make extra income that are already around you. And it looks like, let me get another one of these money cards and see if they can give you an indication. Because it looks like with what they're showing me in the tarot, it's like it's already in front of you. But the 2 of Swords could be an energy that's like not seeing it per se. Let's see if they'll give you something from this. Let me try to get it on the cut instead of getting a flyer. But it looks like there is something you can shift that seems like very easy or very simple. Emotions. Focused on your love life instead of work. Careful to not allow work interference with love. Okay, so it looks like there's an indication where you can help people out with their emotions that can make you money. This card screams that type of energy. And it looks like there is this energy around income and how you feel. So when you're not feeling good and you're not feeling good emotionally, you're going to see your income start to fluctuate, maybe in directions you don't want it to. So your best case scenario is to energetically stabilize your emotional regulation, because it looks like you can help people do that as well. So if you're not already doing that, that definitely could be something that you could do. But it definitely looks like your extra way of making income is already in front of you. There it is, 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. The idea is already there. The passion is already there. But the actual doing of it could be maybe not necessarily occurring right this second. But they're definitely showing you to move forward in some type of idea you're having. Let's see, 7 of Wands and the Page of Cups. Yeah, there's something about helping people on an emotional level and stepping into possibly having a little bit more of a connection to heart energy. I also randomly get something where, you know, I don't know exactly what you do for work, but you can actually help people with their finances too. I don't know if you have any like financial advisor skills or something along those lines, but it definitely does look like the idea of how to make extra, it's already came your way. You already got the idea. You already know what it is, but the actual doing of it could be something that's not exactly happening in this moment. I would get yourself out there, you know, Page of Cups for me could be in like a social media card. So does the Ace of Wands. So there could be something that you could do online to make money. All right, Sandy, thank you. Next up is we have the Erica 24. What's unfolding for you at this time? Let's see what's going on. This is for the Erica 24. All right, let's see, Erica, what you got coming through. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. Could be some conflict, drama around you that's needed to get over here. It looks like if there has been stressful situations, specifically around other people, there is a need for you to find some type of healing or resolution, either in your own energy or with these people. It looks like there's something that you could be holding on to that you need to walk away from. The Star and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so what is unfolding for you is it looks like there is some type of obstacle that's needed to be pushed towards. And you moving towards some type of healing aspect, either with other people or in general. For sure, there's something going on where there is some type of challenge that you're either involved with or it's around you. Two of Wands and the High Priestess. They want you to withdraw from it. So if there's a relationship in your life that has just been causing you a lot of chaos and a lot of stress, you holding on to it is actually going to just cause more issues for yourself. So it looks like there is something that the universe wants you to let go of and re-find your power and re-find your healing. And that will probably unfold for you in the upcoming weeks because it looks like the universe is pushing it. Thank you, the Erica 24. Next up is Jersey girl Jen. Hey, Jen. What's the future look like for you and Justin? Love you as well. Thank you for being here, for watching. All right, Jen. What's the future look like for Jen and Justin, please? Let me just see if I have anything that's been said. Yes, for sure, people listening come for me for emotional help. Sandy, yep. So you can make revenue from that in some way, shape, or form. You know, you don't need to have a degree in everything. You don't need to be certified in anything. If you are just somebody who has that type of healing power, then that's just what you have. All right, Jen. What does the future look like for Jen and Justin, please? Hold on, I was talking. Let me clear this out for a second. Jen and Justin, thank you. Jen and Justin, what do we got going on? What's the future look like? Please show me. We have the Star, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Knight of Swords, the World, and the Six of Swords. I don't know if you two already live together, but you two could potentially move in together in the future. This looks like a really nice healing relationship for sure. But I don't know if there's some type of distance involved between the two of you, or you just two are not together in living aspect. But if you two are not, I definitely see that happening for the two of you in the future. Looks like a really good connection. I feel like there is a heightened energy of emotional healing through communication with this person. But the future looks pretty good. I definitely get some type of travel towards each other or being in each other's energy, like on the daily in the future. I would say possibly in a sense of, it looks like you're going to collaborate with this person on something. That's where I feel like living together energy. Two of Swords, Justice, and the Chariot. Yeah, there's a lot of movement here for you too. I don't know if you two are going to be traveling together or collaborating together in a sense where you two don't have to do that. But there definitely looks like there's some really nice movement here between the two of you. And it looks like you and Justin have come together to help each other heal. And you two may have connected to each other after endings or after some betrayals. Doesn't have to be it was like directly after, but the future definitely looks like you two may find yourselves living together and or doing more things around like travel and movement. If you two are not committed, I do see commitment coming through. You do receive wish fulfillment from this person, or that's definitely coming in the future. But there looks like there's going to be a nice evolution to this connection. I would say in this season. I would say in this season of Cancer season and Leo season. All right, Jen, Jersey girl Jen, that's what I have here for you. Next up is Veronica T, 8042. A message from Spirit: is your new job spiritually aligned? You started last week. All right. So I'm going to get 3 cards for yes, 3 cards for no. This is for Veronica T, 8042. Is their new job, spiritually aligned? 3 for yes, 3 for no, please. Spiritual alignment, yes. 6 of Pentacles. Hierophant, 5 of Cups. No. 8 of Swords, High Priestess, and the 3 of Pentacles. I love how y'all like to do this, because I'm looking for one of the other. I'm looking for the Hierophant or the High Priestess, and they both came out on either side. It's aligned for now. That's what I'm going to say. It's aligned for now. It is the right path you are supposed to go down right now. I do see a detour for you in the future, though. But for right now, you're getting a yes. Emperor, Chariot, yeah. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Yeah, for now, yes. Whatever this job is supposed to, whatever this job has experience for you, what you're going to learn from it, it is divinely connected to you right this second. But do I see you here forever, for the rest of your life? No. It will detour in the future, but not in the near future. I would say you may find yourself here at this new job for like a couple of years, maybe like 2 to 4, 2 to 5. But it does look like something better will come your way in the future, or what you experience from this job. You know, sometimes we can't see the path ahead. There could be something that this job specifically aligns you to in the future. So it is aligned for you right now. You're definitely getting a yes for that. But I do see that there will be a shift in the future. Okay. Thank you, Veronica. Oh, you're welcome, Jersey girl Jen. Appreciate you for being here and for asking your questions. Curly Cookie, we must be connected. You probably felt my energy was live. Oh, Magnetic Magic 333. You two are long distance. Well, it's not going to be like that forever, according to what I just saw. All right, here we go. Oh, Curly Cookies, you're next. When do you see I will be in a relationship? All right, we got a time frame question here for Curly Cookies. When will Curly Cookies be in a relationship? Spirit, can you please show me when for Curly Cookies? When will they be in a relationship? Let's see. You have 10 of Cups, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands, Ace of Swords, 8 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Death card, and the High Priestess. There's going to be a new person that comes your way. After you transform out of something, there is some type of spiritual evolution that happens before you come into contact with this person. Because you're supposed to match them at a specific level. It looks like your best case scenario is to work on your thoughts connected to love and relationships. That's your biggest thing that needs to be transformed before a relationship comes through. Now, will there be a person that comes your way before an actual committed relationship? It does look like yes, but they will match a frequency that you don't want to be on. A real, stable, spiritually connected relationship, it looks like it's only coming your way after some type of evolution of your mind, evolution of your mental and how you think towards love. Like how you perceive relationships, how you perceive people. That's something that needs to slightly be shifted on your end. And you finding that spiritual evolution of just trust. So you want to know when. Sometimes when I get this type of energy, the when is really kind of up to you. But the Hanged Man is my clue card for that. And you don't have the Hanged Man in the spread. So I would say time frame wise. Like this is what I'm going to say. The faster you evolve from this thought process, the faster it'll happen. But in terms of time frame, I see at least within the next 2 years, I feel like this person will come your way. But like I said, it could happen quicker than that. You can shift your reality by shifting your mental. But I would say within the next 2 years, you will be in a relationship. All right. Thank you, Curly Cookies. Welcome. And thank you for being here. Next up is we have Andrea Zykes 5269. Should I change my job now? Or will it be better to wait till next year? All right, Andrea, I'm going to do the same thing. 3 cards for changing your job now and 3 cards for waiting until next year. Hey, Kelsey. Curly Cookies. Understand I'm still working on my piece. Yep. That's what I see. There's still more healing to happen. But you know what, Curly Cookies? I'm going to tell you right now. A lot of times when I see spreads like that, the person that they will deliver to you for prioritizing your healing and prioritizing yourself, it's going to be like effortless. It's going to feel so natural. It's going to feel like you two were like designed for each other. When you reach that level of healing to find that match, it just feels, it's kind of otherworldly in a sense. All right, here we go. Let me clear out because I was talking. Andrea Zykes. All right, Spirit, 3 cards for should they change their job now or will it be better to wait till next year? All right, let's see. 3 cards for changing it now and 3 cards for waiting for next year, please, for Andrea Zykes, 5269. All right, changing now. Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, Queen of Pentacles. Next year, Page of Pentacles, the Sun, 3 of Pentacles. Next year. It will be better to wait till next year. The Knight of Pentacles actually on the other side gave me that indication before I even got out the next year side. And the next year side is amazing. So I would wait for next year. There could be certain things that open up or need to open up or become available in terms of opportunity or path that will be better suited for you next year. But I feel your energy could be slightly antsy. Like kind of like wanting to shift. So I'm feeling the energy of telling you, look around if you want, if you want to get a little secondary thing or something that can just like make you feel like you're just not fully focused on what's happening at your job right now. But it does look like you're more favored for next year. Thank you, Andrea Zykes, for being here and for watching. Rational Cashew. I'm up next. Autocorrect. Mix up the wording on my question. If it matters, I'm a Leo, Sun, Gem, Moon, Saturn. Okay. Let's see. Rational Cashew. I've been feeling a new energy for the last couple months. Is this new energy the person I'm kind of thinking of? Is the energy the person I'm kind of thinking it might be? If not, will I meet this person this summer? Okay. I got you. I got what you're asking. All right, Rational Cashew. Been feeling a new energy for the last couple months. Is this energy the person that they're thinking of? 3 cards. Or is it a new person that they will meet this summer? So the first 3 cards are going to be the person that you're thinking of. And the second 3 set of cards are going to be meeting a new person this summer. This is for Rational Cashew, please. I love that name. Kind of makes me want to eat cashews. Okay, here we go. The Rational Cashew. Is it the person you are thinking of? 5 of Wands, the Devil, Empress. Is it a new person? 8 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Cups. It's going to be a new person. You will meet a new person this summer. It is not the energy of the person that you are thinking it might be. Your best case scenario would definitely probably to remove that energy from your mind so you can see when the new person comes a little bit clearer, even though you do seem like you're open to it because you had both of those energies in the question. But it does look like it's way more leaning towards you meeting a new person, and it's a soulmate. They were destined to come into your life, or they will be destined to come into your life. But who you are thinking of, I don't really like the energy I'm seeing for that person. I'm not going to lie to you. But you look way more favored in this energy for a new soulmate. And with this combination of cards, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a nice person coming in for you. You're going to feel instantly connected to them. You're going to feel familiar energy to them. And you're going to feel like you've known them before. So that's what I have here for you. Rational Cashew. What time do we have? 5:23. All right, 20 more minutes to get in your questions before I close out questions. All right, Krista Mora. You are a Leo and he's a Sagittarius. Does this connection have the potential to become more than just friendship? All right, Krista. Oh, I totally understand, Rational Cashew. I mean, with that combination of cards, it does seem some open energy, but, you know, sometimes that happens when we have our eye set on a potential of it being somebody, but it looks really nice for a new person. Okie dokie. Back to Krista. Krista's a Leo. He's a Sagittarius. Does this connection have the potential to become more than just friendship? Let's see. Six of Wands, Hanged Man, Five of Swords, ooh, Queen of Wands, the Magician, the Three of Cups, the High Priestess, the Lovers, so the Page of Cups. It looks like it'll stay on a friend level. There is attraction between the two of you, though. But who's going to budge is the question. It looks like neither of you want to be the one that budges to say a little bit more. I feel like it would actually probably even be, that's what I thought, Three of Swords. It'd probably be even better to stay on a friend level. I want to say there could be certain things that you are unaware of this person that, you know, they could seem very appealing on the outside, but they have certain things they need to work on internally. I get uncommittal energy from this person, and they really like attention. You know, it has the potential to move into something, I would say intimate, but I wouldn't say committed. So there could be some type of energy of attraction that takes off between the two of you. But an actual relationship, I'm not really getting that from this person. Knight of Wands, the Star, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Tower, yeah. Do I feel like it could never happen, though? I know, everyone has free will, right? If you really, really, really want to wait it out for this person to evolve, this person could find themselves in an evolutionary moment of wanting commitment, but I wouldn't say it would be anytime soon. They look way more comfortable with like attraction, intimacy, and stuff like that, and keeping things on a level that doesn't seem too serious. But it does look like there could be a point in time in this person's life that they do feel more committal, but with the Hangman there, I feel like your energy may already be into something else or with a totally different person. So it has the potential to become intimate, but a relationship, I don't see that happening anytime soon. This person doesn't look available in commitment. Okay, thank you, Krista. Next up is we have Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Yes, I remember your name. I'm so excited that you are here for the live. I know I haven't, 2022 to 2023, I know I haven't been on live in so long, but I'm really going to try to at least do once a month. If I could throw in twice a month, that'd be great. All right. So how is your dad doing in the next phase of his journey? Thank you. Love you. Love you back. All right. So this is Nicole. This is for Nicole. How is their dad doing in the next phase of his journey? All right, let's see. This is for Nicole. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. He looks like he's doing great. He looks like he's doing great. Is your dad with us? Like in the physical? Or has he transitioned? It looks like his energy is doing amazing. His energy looks like it's moving very quickly as well. That's why I asked that. Sometimes when there's a spirit energy, their energy is so ethereal and so quick moving that sometimes it comes through like that, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. If he is in the physical realm with us, it looks like he's doing very well. Abundance coming in, things coming in for him. If he is on the other side, his energy's doing good. It looks like he's helping in the physical as well. Let's see what else you got coming through. Strength, Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. There is a lot of like, it's interesting. There's a lot of like earthly energy here for him. So either, like I said, I don't know exactly. Oh, you said yes, he has passed. He wants you to know that just because he's gone, it doesn't mean he still can't assist in the physical. It's like he feels like he's doing, it feels like he almost feels like he can help out more with being on the other side. He has a lot of physical energy of signs as well. He wants you to pay attention to infinity symbols. To pay attention to his energy being around you. And that's what I felt with the Knight of Swords. Because sometimes the Knight of Swords, if I was making this a full spiritual reading, the Knight of Swords would be like a spirit that's just like everywhere all the time. Like they're fast. There's a lot of people they want to attend to. There's a lot of people they want to help. And it looks like he is specifically trying to help you with your earthly energy of like abundance, money, stability, connecting you to certain people. And I'm definitely getting infinity symbol signs from him. You are indicating he has passed. So let me just grab you a Talking to Heaven card. I do have them close. So this is for Nicole. Dad, how are you doing in the next phase of your journey? It seems like he loves helping. He loves helping in the physical. He loves playing a part in physical assistance. Let's see what he has for you from this deck. All right, Nicole. He says, I always give you a good night kiss. So specifically at night, he is trying to make his presence known to you. This would give me Cloud Shapes Guardian Angels card because there's a cloud. So you may see some cloud hearts. And you also have, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So there could be certain things that he is trying to make up to you by being on the other side and helping you here. And do not be afraid. So if there's any type of fear that you feel or anything that you're going through that makes you feel fearful, he is really here and trying to assist you. I would pay attention to his energy more or less when the moon is out. When they bring up the nighttime, that shows me that they're saying to you that at night it may be easier for him to access you and give you signs, synchronicities, specifically even in dreams. So thank you, Nicole, for being here, for watching, and for asking your question. Next is the real Jazelia. I don't know if I said that right. Is my life purpose to continue the path of being a spiritual healer, tarot reader, or am I destined for something more practical? Eight of Pentacles flying out. While I ask the first question. All right, I got to do a split, so I'm just going to put that over there. So I'm going to do 3 cards for spiritual healing tarot reader and 3 cards for something more practical. Let's see what you get. 7 of Pentacles, Temperance, something more practical. 7 of Swords, the Sun, and the Judgment card. No, you are supposed to do something in the spiritual healing realm. You are. It doesn't even matter really what it is. You could do tarot, you could do astrology, you could do Reiki, you could do anything that would involve you being a healer is what you came here to do. You are not destined to do something more practical. You're actually destined to avoid it, if that makes sense. And you may have actually found that in your living life where you didn't really feel fueled by doing practical work at all. You are destined to be a healer, the real Jazzalea. But have you really stepped into that energy? Seven of Pentacles, Temperance. It shows me that you're still kind of waiting for the right moment. And Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles says, create your moment. You don't have to wait for the feeling or wait for things along those lines. Because the more you try to do something practical, the more you're going to hate it. The more you're not going to like it. And the more you're going to feel like you don't know what's happening, what you're doing, or what you're supposed to do. So yeah, you are definitely supposed to be a spiritual healer in literally any way, shape, or form. And I say that because I'm getting this sense where they don't want you to necessarily just limit yourself to tarot. You know, like I do tarot, but I'll throw in some astrology sometimes. I'm a massage therapist, so I'll throw in some science about the body. You know, there could be something that you could do around that realm. And for some reason, I am seeing something Reiki styled. So you may have the power to do Reiki for sure. So that's what I have here for you. It's Jazzalea. It's the real Jazzalea. Thank you for being here and for watching and for asking. Nicole, yes, infinity symbols. Okay, I feel like he is always around. Thank you. I told him the day he went, I am happy I'll have him on the other side. Yeah, and it's crazy that he actually feels like he has more power on the other side. And I feel like when you do transition into that ethereal being and you have that like, oh my gosh, I could be all these places at once. I could do this, I could do that. It's almost like he's just like flying through. But thank you, Nicole. All right, next up is we have Kite Runner redo the story. Will I meet him in person and how will it go? Okay, let's see. This is for Kite Runner redo the story. Will they meet them in person? And how will it go? All right, so let's see. 3 cards for yes, 3 cards for no on meeting him in person. Yes, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, no, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Empress. I feel like you may not meet him in person as quickly as you would like to. It could be that it takes some time or there's like a waiting period to it. The Magician, the 9 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Is there even like a plan for you two to meet yet? If there isn't, there needs to be a plan that's made. When it happens, it does look like it could happen, but it looks like there's energy that needs to come into play for it to happen. So yeah, there is a possibility of you meeting him in person, but there's free will aspects to it. And sometimes when I see free will aspects, it shows me that it could take a little longer than you thought. All right, yes, meeting him in person and the Hermit. All right, so meeting him in person, it does look like it's a yes. It's just showing me that it's just not happening at the time or frame of time that you were anticipating. And there looks like there needs to be plans for it or something needs to go in that energy of having something set in stone to anticipate a meeting with, whether that has happened already or not. But when that does happen, it looks like there's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of attraction. And there could also be a sense of like, meeting not only just him in person, but you could meet other people involved in his life when that happens. So it's giving me a yeah, but it looks like it takes a while. A good amount of time. But it does show it's possible. And it will go good. There's definitely going to be a lot of chemistry between the two of you in person. Any type of fear of how that will go could be eliminated very quickly. But it doesn't look like you just meeting him. It's like meeting other people in his life as well when that happens. Thank you, Kite Runner Redo the Story, for being here, for watching, and for asking a question. Next up is we have 4 more minutes, y'all. 4 more minutes. Get your questions in if you have a question. 4 more minutes here for questions until we close them out. My life, my budget. Hello, welcome to being here, and thank you for asking a question. Should I release from being my aunt's caregiver? Okay, 3 cards for yes, 3 cards for no. Should my life, my budget release from being their aunt's caregiver? My budget, should they release being their aunt's caregiver? Let's see. 3. All right. Tower, High Priestess, Wheel of Fortune on the yes side. On the no side, the Hierophant, the Star, the 3 of Pentacles. You're getting a no. You should not release from being your aunt's caregiver. Very specific as well. In due time, you will be released. But the time is not right this second. But in the future, you will not be her caregiver anymore. Whether it shifts in whatever way, shape, or form. But as of right now, yes, you are supposed to be your aunt's caregiver. You are. Very straightforward answer here as well. All right, thank you. My budget. All right, next up is Eleanor Brown, 6780. What's the next big change on the way for Eleanor Brown? What is the next big change on the way for them? Please show me for Eleanor Brown, 6780. What is the next big change on the way? 5 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Page of Swords. There's something new for you to learn that is going to shift things for you and open up a new path. 8 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So there is a new path coming in that will shift things for you. It's going to expand your energy, but you have the 2 of Wands and you have the 2 of Pentacles, which shows me that you have to choose to walk down this path. It's not just a path that opens up and you're already free-flowing in it. You have to choose to walk down this path as you see, as you walk down it, big changes on their way to you. There could be some type of information or news that comes your way with this path that gives you the indication of walking down it. The Emperor, the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, this got some nice energy coming your way. You got some really nice positive changes happening for you. And they're not only expansive and they're not only new, but they feel divinely connected in terms of a win. Now, you have the 6 of Wands here, so there could be some type of win that shifts things for you around this time. But it definitely does look like your next big change is a new path opening up that has a lot of expansion for it in it. I'm not sure if you are married or if you are your own employer, like if you are self-employed, but there could be something that you taught yourself or that you went to school for, and living out that passion can change your life and change the trajectory of your life here, Eleanor Brown. 67, what was it now? 6780. But there is a really nice shift. If you are single, the next big change for you could be opening up your energy to a relationship. As it does look like there could be a counterpart around you. Like if you're not the Emperor, that could be an energy that comes in to shifts things for you. So you got a couple different things coming through here for you, Eleanor Brown. But that's what I have here for you. Thank you for coming into the live, asking a question, and being here for watching and supporting the channel. All right, next up is Lucky Lily 144. Can you tell me if I've met my divine counterpart, if and when we will be together, and anything else my spirit guides want me to know, please? All right, so we're doing one per question here, so I'm going to do your first question. You want to know if you've met your divine counterpart, and I'll probably see a when in that energy. So 3 cards for yes, you met them, and 3 cards for no, you haven't met them yet. For Lucky Lily 144. All right. Yes, you've met them. Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, 6 of Wands. No, you haven't met them. 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. Okay. Temperance and the 2 of Swords. It does look like you have already met this person. And you want to know when you two will be together. There is like some type of waiting period around this. Let's see when. 3 of Wands, Page of Swords. I would say, I don't know, because, you know, fire energy is quick. Judgment, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, a Chariot, and the Knight of Wands. You might not like this answer. And I see it in the spread that you might not like it. But you have come together with this person, or you have an awareness of this individual, but the time for you two to come together in divine union is just not right now. I would say within the next 1 to 3 years. That's the part I felt like, you might not like hearing. But it'll happen. It will happen. But it definitely does look like there's timing needed. There are things that need to be healed and transformed out of before you two come into divine union. But there is an awareness that this person has already been met by you, or you have already like been around this person somehow, some way in the physical. Curls and curves you could throw in. 1. I'm going to close questions in 2 minutes, 5:45. And next up is Shrink in Neek. What entrepreneurial path should I choose? Should I pursue to bring in more abundance? All right, another money question. Let's get the money cards. This is for Shrink in Neek. What entrepreneurial path should they pursue to bring in the most abundance? Y'all, I forgot where I got this deck, but if you ever have financial questions for yourself, this deck is just so good. Oh my gosh. It has such specifics in it too that is really nice. Okay, here we go. Shrink in Neek. Setbacks. Taking 1 step forward, 2 step back. Setbacks are telling you that you're not ready to enter the next phase, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So it's time to try something totally new. And the past. So they want you to look into the past to understand the future. And it looks like there's some type of past energy that's holding you back. I don't know if there was like a job or like a person that told you maybe you weren't good at something, or you'll never do this or you'll never do that, but you got to let go of that for sure. There's something about the past that's holding you back. Woo! You got entertainer. This is such Leo energy. Your charm and influence will help you get ahead. Wow. Musician, showgirl, man, dancer, host of any type of energy where you would be of entertainment. Your ego's leading you to discredit your opinion. So you're meant to perform. You are meant to entertain. That was your entrepreneur path. And you know, now with internet and social media, you can entertain in multiple different types of ways. So really broaden that energy. But there could have been somebody in your past or something you did in your past that just made you feel like you are not meant to do something, or you'll never get anywhere, or something like that. And those people are totally wrong. You've got to let that energy go, because you are meant to perform. You are meant to put on a literal show. You are meant to be watched. You know, like me reading, that's why I say to open up to different possibilities. Like me reading tarot, sometimes people won't resonate to the message, but they may be entertained through the reading, you know. So in any way, shape, or form, open up your brain and using your ideas. Let's see. The tarot has the 5 of Pentacles. See, that even indicates there's something you need to let go of from the past. Very specific reading you have here. Shrink and Neek. Guys, questions are officially closed. I'm just going to repin that up here. Thank you to everybody who got in your question. All right, so let's see. Shrink and Neek, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Yeah, you're meant to do something on your own. And you already know that because your question had to do with an entrepreneurship role. So your intuition is right on target. High Priestess, your intuition. The Ace of Cups and the Knight of Swords. People will love you. But there is this energy of getting past that feeling and thought that maybe people won't, or whatever the case may be. You are meant to like speak in front of a crowd. The 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups for me is actually a crowd audience clue card for me as well. Because if you see, he's just sitting here, but it's almost like the cups are surrounding him as people would surround an entertainer or performer. So you have not only the entertainer card, but you also have my performer clue card of the 9 of Cups. So that is what you are meant to do on an entrepreneurship path. really open up your mind. Think of different ways you could do it. Don't just think of like, oh, I got to sing a song. You know, it doesn't have to be that. So thank you, Shrinkinique. Next up is we have RF Try. Feeling stuck? How to attract my ideal clients and abundance at this time. All right, so this is kind of money focused. So let's get you also a money card before we get your tarot. RF Try. Let's see. How to attract their ideal clients. All right, you have the Rebel. Be different. Limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. System buster, entrepreneur, or teaching others a better way. You're a trailblazer meant to pave the way for future generations. So you are supposed to attract your ideal clients by being your authentic self, by being different than other people around you. So, for example, say, I don't know what you take clients for, but maybe you... what could people take clients for? Maybe, I don't know, like same thing what I was doing. Maybe you're a massage therapist. I know you're probably not, but be different than what other people are offering. So if everyone's just offering your regular 30-minute, 60-minute massage, you be the one that offers a combination of things. You do this, you do that, all in 60 minutes, and they can't get that anywhere else but with you. So there's something that you need to do that sets yourself apart for you to attract your ideal clients and abundance at the same time. So you're meant to go against the grain to what other people are doing in your field. Let's get the tarot on this and see if we get anything else. You have the Two of Wands, you have the Two of Swords, wow, and the Seven of Swords. So there's our limiting beliefs you have. Sit in your energy of knowing that you are abundant. Temperance, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Page of Swords could be an indication that there could be something that you can learn and you can add into what you do already. Like, say you do nails and you only do acrylic, but you see Gel X is getting popular, and then you look into doing Gel X. Like, there's something about, like, adding something into what you do that is different from what other people do in your way, shape, and form of work. And I don't know exactly what you do, so I can't give you examples that are specific to that. But let's see, Ace of Cups. Oh, so you will attract in your ideal clients. Five of Pentacles, the World, Six of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Empress. I have this feeling where you're not fully confident in yourself and what you do. I almost feel like you're surprised when you get complimented by clients. But I'm going to tell you something right now. There are some clients that are not meant for you, and you're going to have to experience them for you to figure that out so you can align to your ideal type of clientele. It does look like eventually you will start to become more popular and more attractive to people that are actually more abundant in clients. Like, they don't have an energy of complaint about how much something costs. Like, they're just willing to do it because it's your energy and it's your work. So your best way of getting out of this stuck energy is to, you know, learn something new you can incorporate into your energy of what you already do, but really work on your belief system. And using that towards your advantage, you know, instead of being like, oh, I don't have my ideal clients in front of me, change that and being like, all right, I'm glad I'm getting through people I know I'm not going to want as clients, so I can filter those energies out for my ideal clients to be attracted in. So just try to change the way you're perceiving it. That does a lot more than you'd think. So thank you, RF Try, for being here, for watching, and for asking a question. All right. Don't worry, Emerging Immersed. I will try to go live again in a couple weeks. Just turn on your notifications, and I will post it in the posts section. It used to be called the community section, but now it's called the post section. Adriano M89. I'm a Leo, currently in contact phase with an Aries. I want to look at the current energy of this connection. All right, current energy of this connection. Do you have like a question you want to put in it, Adriano, or you just want to see what comes out? All right, Adriano M89. No contact with Aries. You want to see the current energy of this connection. Let's see. The Fool. There they are. 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Justice, Queen of Swords, the World. This person's waiting for you to reach out. This person's waiting for you to say something to them. They don't want to be the one to have to say something to you, but they are open to receiving if you would like to break no contact. It almost kind of looks like they're waiting for it. The Moon, the 4 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, the 8 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. Huh. Yeah, they're just waiting for no contact to be over. But the way I'm seeing it is they feel like you should be the one to break no contact. It does look like they're overthinking. But you know what this is showing me, though? It's showing me that when this Aries person does even have a moment of overthinking or missing you, they really try to distract themselves. They really try to distract themselves from thinking about you. But they indicate that you two could have had it all. Like the 10 of Cups, the happiness, the 10 of Pentacles, that stability, that everything. I don't know if family dynamic or issues was a problem between the two of you. Or like maybe difference in like culture or tradition or something like that. But they are just waiting to see when you will break no contact. And even if you've already attempted to break no contact, it's like they want more. Or they're waiting for more. It's like there's a wait for an attempt or a wait for you to try again. Hermit and the 4 of Wands, yeah. I feel 9 of Swords. Like I get this energy from this person where it's like, I know it probably doesn't sound great, but it's like once they think about you or they think about you too hard or they start spiraling over you, they just like try to distract themselves somehow, some way. I don't know if it's with other people or if it's with work or if it's with something that they're doing with themselves. But I feel like they're putting on a slight front where they may be overthinking this connection more than they are showing it and missing you way more than they are actually showing that. So this is what I have here for you, Adriano M89. Thank you for being here, for watching, and for asking your question. Next up is Savannah Villette. Hello, Savannah. Thank you for being here and for watching. You feel stuck at work. Should you focus your energy on continuing to apply for jobs, or should you stay in the role while going fully in spiritual healing at the moment, Reiki or something else? Okay. So, hold on. Should you focus on the energy on continuing to apply for jobs, or stay in the role while going fully into spiritual healing? Okay. So 3 cards for continuing to apply for other jobs. And we're going to do 3 cards for should you stay in the role while continue fully in spiritual healing. Let's see. 3 cards for focusing your energy on continuing to apply. And 3 cards for staying in the role while focusing on spiritual. All right, so applying for jobs. 7 of Swords, the World, and the 10 of Pentacles. Stay in the role while going fully in spirituality. King of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Sun. Second one is your answer, but you don't necessarily think so yet. So you should stay in the role while going fully into your spiritual healing. Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands, yeah. Second one is your yes. Your first answer is your no. You shouldn't focus your energy to continue to apply. You should stay where you are at and focus on expanding your spiritual healing, your practice. You said Reiki or something else. Let's see, 9 of Swords, King of Pentacles. Ooh, 9 of Wands. That's my combination of cards I was looking for. So this combination of cards, 9 of Swords to the King of Pentacles, let's remove those for right now. This is my combination of cards for making revenue or having revenue through energy of people that are going through stress. And what did you say? Reiki. What do people usually go for Reiki for? For a removal of some type of energy that is causing them issues and causing them stress. So the fact that you got my exact combination of cards for that is crazy. So, yeah, second part is your answer, Savannah. Thank you for being here and for watching. And, keep in mind, Reiki does deal with that, but there are some spiritual practices that people go to while they're feeling stressful. I feel like, with tarot reading, I'm either going to get people that are like super in love or super feeling successful and they want to see if it'll continue or they want to see the future of it, or I'll get the other part of the spectrum where they're going through it and they're stressing and they're anxious or this, that, and the other, so I definitely feel the second part for you for sure. All right. Thank you, Miss M. Glad you confirmed that I'm on the right path by doing things differently in the industry, and you're right. I need to work on my confidence. Yes, RF, try. You got this. All right. Kicking it with Britt. Welcome. You are next. Am I able to bear all these gifts I have and the purpose I hold as the Dango? I cannot say that specifically. Muvuta. Okay. So let's give you... Kicking it with Britt. 3 cards for yes, 3 cards for no. And your question, if you are able to bear all these gifts you have and the purpose you hold as the Ndango Muvita. I cannot say that, but I can't pronounce even regular words, so makes sense. All right, kicking it with Britt. Let's see. 3 for yes, 3 for no. Let's see what you get. Yes. 9 of Pentacles, Emperor, 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords on no, 2 of Pentacles on no, King of Swords on no, 8 of Pentacles on yes, 6 of Wands on no, Judgment on yes, Page of Pentacles on no, Strength on yes, and the Wheel, the Chariot on no. All right, so it's interesting here, kicking it with Britt. It does look like you can do more than one thing. You can bear all the gifts and have the purpose you hold as that. But you can also do other things. There are multiple different ways for you to use your gifts, help people, and and live towards your purpose. So, for example, say you have like one idea of creating that for yourself or moving forward with it. As you continue doing that, multiple different avenues will open up. So it's definitely yes, but they're showing me there are other ways. King of Wands, the Hanged Man, for you to do things. And there you go, the Hanged Man on the no side. There's going to be things that shift down this path that may change your way of doing things or change whether who you're helping, where you're helping, maybe how much you are using your gifts, if that makes sense. But you are able to bear all of the gifts and have the purpose you hold. But in due time, as you move down this path, different things will open up to you. And usually that happens when you're following your purpose, right? We can only see certain parts, and then we take steps and steps and steps down. And then you see the universe, the divine, start to show you different things and give you different ways of doing things. And it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen to you. But your answer is definitely yes, but also be open to shifting how you expect to do it on Earth in the future. Hope that made sense. Okay, thank you. Kicking it with Britt. Next up is Jennifer King, 7546. Let me just see what people have been saying here. I've always been feeling called to fully Reiki hypnosis offerings. I wasn't sure if it was right for now or in the future. Thank you so much for the clarity. Yes, Savannah, it is definitely for the right now. Definitely. And you're absolutely welcome. Next up is Jennifer King, 7546. Hello. You have been single for a while, and I feel like I'm ready for a relationship. Will I be in a relationship anytime soon or meet someone? Hi, Spirit. Please show me for Jennifer King. 3 for yes, 3 for no. Will they be in a relationship anytime soon and meet someone? This is for Jennifer King, 7546. Keep in mind when we use the word soon, sometimes, the tarot gives you some indication of time frames. The time frames are fluid, but I will see what elements come out for your answers and kind of be able to decipher what comes through there. So Jennifer King, 7546. 3 cards for yes, 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords. You just haven't met them yet. No, the Star, the 2 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they're coming in. You just haven't met them yet. And they will be very surprising to me, actually, as well. You say you feel, okay, you feel like you're ready for a relationship. Okay. So on the yes side, we have the Empress. No side, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. Oh, yeah, 5 of Swords. Will you be in a relationship soon? See, that's a tricky answer with the word soon. So I would say there is a high... It looks like when you meet this person, you two do recognize each other as somebody that you will be in a relationship with. You have a lot of my soulmate cards over here. And with the Tower, it shows me that it could be extremely surprising. Like, yeah, you feel like you're ready for a relationship, but this relationship that this person can give you could be more than what you even expected. But the Two of Swords shows me that it's not here yet. And the Knight of the Knight of Pentacles on the other side shows me there's a waiting period. So I would say within the next... A part of me doesn't want to say years. A part of me wants to say the word months. What is the Tower? Number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. What number is the Tower? I cannot read the what's it called? Symbols right now, the Roman symbols. What number is the Tower card? 16. Okay. No wonder why I felt months. I would say within the next 2 to 16 months, you will meet this person and be in a relationship. Because there are 2 twos here. There's 3 twos here. When I see a lot of 2s in a spread, it shows me that decision making is a part of it. So there could be certain decisions that you and this person make that align the 2 of you in the future. I don't know, you both go to the same place, or you both decide to vacation in the same area, or like something like that. But I would say 2 to 16 months. Okay, thank you, Jennifer King, 7546. Gabby Alicia, I wasn't sure. Gabby, I don't know. Let me check. Oh, I see you. Sorry, Gabby. Yes, you were right before kicking it with Britt. Let me find you. You replied to your own chat. Let me see. Gabby, can you drop your question here? It might just have... Oh, I see it. Is my Capricorn currently distancing himself out of fear of connecting at a deeper level with me? Okay, I found you, Gabby. All right, sorry about that, Gabby. Here we go. Gabby, it's going to be Gabby. And then we have Curls and Curves. And then Christina Reza, 222. Those are the last 3 questions I will be doing. Questions are closed. I will be going live in the future for more questions. So just pay attention to the community post area. I will post it a couple days before I do the live so you have the awareness of when it's happening. All right, Gabby, is your Capricorn currently distancing himself out of fear of connecting at a deeper level with you? So 3 cards for yes and 3 cards for no on that, and see why your Capricorn is distancing themselves. We do have a Capricorn full moon on Monday. Capricorn energy in the moon's vibes. Not always the easiest to deal with, so they could be going through something there, but let's see. Yes, out of fear of connecting on a deeper level. 5 of Cups, 9 of Wands for the yes, 7 of Wands, no, 6 of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Moon. This person's scared of deep emotions in general. Oh my gosh, this person is emotionally unavailable. I would be a little bit careful with that. It's like they could present themselves in a way that seems stable, and I want to say emotionally unavailable fully, but it's like they can't understand their own feelings. They have problems with being able to regulate their own emotions as well. 7 of Cups for yes, Empress for no, 7 of Swords for yes, 4 of Wands for no, geez, 6 of Cups for yes, and the 9 of Swords for no. I would say it doesn't really show me that it's fully fear. It shows me it's coming from not knowing how to. Your Capricorn, they don't have the emotional wisdom of processing it. So when things get too much for them or things get too intense, they have to withdraw because they don't know how to regulate inside. So their regulation is distance. So, is it out of fear of connecting deeper? I feel like they already do have deep feelings for you and they don't even know what to do with those either. It doesn't matter what type of emotion it is. They just don't know how to deal with them. Star and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, no, it already shows me they have a deep attachment to you. But attachment and emotional connection could be two different things. So I feel like your Capricorn is distancing themselves because they don't know how to regulate themselves, and them distancing is their own way of regulation, basically. And I would say sometimes the two rulers of those cards that don't always get the good rep, right? So Capricorn would rule the Devil and the Tarot, and Scorpio would rule the Death card and the Tarot. The two cards that people are always freaked out of seeing, right? Those two signs, even though Scorpio's a water sign, there is this weird thing that they do that sometimes they do distance themselves out of not knowing how to process emotions. And it's because they are deep. You know, it's because they're already deep, if that makes sense. So, is the Capricorn distancing themselves out of fear of connecting deeper? No, the fear's not there. They're already deep. And that's the part of the issue because they don't know how to regulate. So it's causing distance outwardly. It does look like their affection or their distance will close in and it will return. But they already do feel deep. And that's actually what's causing the distance, is because they already feel it. It's not out of the fear of feeling it. Hopefully that made sense for you, Gabby. All right, next up is curls and curves. Where are your questions? Curls and curves. Will I return back to Home Depot this year? And will my son heal his drug addiction this year? All right, so let's ask your first question, curls and curves. Yes or no? 3 for yes, 3 for no. Will curls and curves return back to Home Depot this year? 3 cards for yes and 3 cards for no. All right, yes. Judgment. 3 of Swords, 4 of Cups, no. 7 of Pentacles, the Devil, and the 10 of Swords. Page of Wands, Hermit, 10 of Pentacles, Strength, Empress, Chariot. There is a very high chance you do return back to Home Depot. There is a high chance of it. It does look like you can receive stability there. I don't know. I'm hearing the word benefits or better benefits than other places. You may have tried to stride away from there, but you may have found that things were actually just not as beneficial than they are at Home Depot. I don't know why I keep hearing the word benefit, beneficial, something along those lines, but there is definitely some type of energy here of you returning back to it. I don't know if they're like rehiring, hiring, or you still stay in contact with some of those co-workers, but it's almost like there is something circulating in the energy that's going to bring you back to working at Home Depot in whatever way, shape, or form, even if it's part-time and not full-time, or if it is full-time, whatever the case may be. But it is showing me a yes for that question. All right, next up is your second question, curls and curves, of will your son heal his drug addiction this year? So in the year of 2026, will their son heal their drug addiction this year? Please show me. Okay. All right, 3 cards for yes, 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 3 cards for no, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Page of Wands, Moon, 7 of Pentacles, the Devil, 10 of Swords, the Hanged Man, 4 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the World, the 10 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. He's going to try. I'm not sure exactly how successful he will be, at least for this year, but he's going to attempt to. He's going to attempt to try to heal him. But I don't see him being fully successful this year of 2026. But he's going to try. I do see an attempt to do so and break past that energy. Wheel of Fortune. All right, that's a good sign. Six of Wands. You know, I would say if it does happen this year towards the year end or more into next year, but it definitely shows me it's possible for sure for him to heal his drug addiction. But I don't get like next month. I get like either the end of this year or into 2027, but it's possible. It does show me it's possible for sure. And there could actually be somebody he is destined to align to with this Two of Cups here that helps him do that. It could be like a relationship, or it could be a friendship, or it could be a family thing, or whatever the case may be, but somebody will help him along the way. All right. Thank you, Curls and Curves. And lastly, we have Christina Reza. You have your house on the market for the last month and you're wondering if it's going to sell or if there's a different path. All right. So let's see. Same thing. 3 cards for it's going to sell and 3 cards for there is a different path. This is for Christina Reza 222. Thank you so much, Christina, for being a member. All right. Let's see. 3 cards for yes, it's going to sell. 3 cards for a different path. All right. Yes, it's going to sell. Judgment, the Empress, the 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands on no, 4 of Wands on no, Temperance. Oh my gosh. They didn't want to make this one easy for me, did they? I'm going to say, yeah, it will sell. Yeah, it will. It definitely will. You're getting a yes for that, for sure. All right, Christina, very straightforward there. A little bit off in terms of what I saw on this side, but you definitely received the yes for it. Your house will sell. And I would say there could be a little bit of wait for it, but it could be a really nice, a really good sale. A sale that makes your heart really happy. So thank you all for being here and for watching. I love each and every one of you out there. Thank you who asked questions, who engaged in the super chat, and who's just here supporting. I appreciate it so, so very much. And I hope each and every one of you have a great day, night, weekend. Happy full moon in Capricorn. You'll get a reading for that tomorrow. And I'll talk to all of y'all soon.